It's October 13th, 2012. We're headed back from Maine. Moose hunt. A successful moose hunt. Heck of a week. Amazing at the animals we saw. This hunt started actually about 14 years ago. Met Tom Randall in bear camp. Struck up a good friendship, and he started telling me about he lived in Maine and talking about the moose hunt. Something I'd always wanted to do. And so I started applying every year, and I applied, and then Tom also applied and put me down as a sub hunter. And him being a resident, I guess his odds was a little better than mine. But anyway, after about 14 years, he drew the tag, and gave it to me. Found out first of June this year he got drawn. He was still in bear camp guiding. He called me when he got back and asked me if I was ready to go. So this started back, like I say, 14 years ago, and then now it's behind us. Heck of a hunt. We left. I picked Joe up October 5th at his house. We drove to Livermore Falls, Maine that day at night. 17 hours. No, actually we drove to Augusta, Maine. Spent the night in a flea bag motel. No rooms available in the southern part of Maine for some reason. So we found a Motel 6 for $100 and some bucks a night. The blankets were burned. Dirt in the floors. The room stunk so bad you couldn't hardly stand it, but we got some sleep. Got up next morning, picked up Tom in Livermore Falls, hooked up to his trailer and four-wheeler, and headed to Jackman, Maine to pick up our other buddy Dwayne. Dwayne also met in bear camp years ago, caribou camp. He's another guide. He actually lives in the area where we was going to be hunting. So we pick him up, and this is on a Saturday. Hunt starts on Monday, and it's raining and raining, so we go to the store and we buy our groceries for the week. Go back to Dwayne's house, and we decide to spend the night in the house and get up early Sunday morning and go set up camp. So we leave Dwayne's early Sunday, go about an hour north of Jackman into the absolute middle of nowhere. Thought every 5 minutes I was going to get stuck in the mud. They said it was roads. It looked like trails to me, but anyway, we got in, found a beautiful spot, set up a tent, set up picnic tables, just nice, beautiful place. So after we got the camp set up on Sunday, Dwayne's brother Calvin came in to campsite and helped us with some things and had dinner with us, and he hunted with us on Monday. Fine fella too. He's a good family. Dwayne's whole family we met. Good, real good people. So this was Sunday. We got finished with camp and did a little scouting. Saw one cow moose Sunday. So Monday morning we start our hunt. And the first thing Monday morning we hear a couple of bulls grunting. They wasn't real aggressive and didn't want to come into the calls. So more scouting, more walking, and we saw
seen that cow that morning.
Yeah, seen a cow that morning.
On that cove.
Yeah, and then I think we saw until late that evening going back in when we saw a cow and a calf. Get back in, and Tom and Dwayne been buddies for years and years, and they pick at each other a lot. Really made it a lot of fun in camp. Dwayne cooked most of the time. Tom had killed several grouse. So we had grouse and some other things that they put together. So Tuesday morning we get up and big frost that morning. We circled backside of camp and the lake we were close to, and didn't do any good. Had some hunters come in on the backside of us, I think, kind of messed us up. But anyway, and then we go up that road. You know, I know we see the first bull Tuesday. He was a big-bodied bull, but he was small. He wasn't palmated, probably 6 points or something. But saw 2 or 3 moose that day, but that was only bull. So Tuesday night, Dwayne has to leave because he has to work on Wednesday. Thank God he fixed us a meal before we left. So next morning we get up and chief guide and cook, bottle washer and everything, he fixes us a grand breakfast Pop-Tarts. And they wasn't even heated, Dwayne. No, they wasn't even warm. Coffee, looked like tea, it was so thin. And then, you know, I'm thinking, well, I can make it to lunch. Figuring, you know, since every 15 feet we had to stop and let him shoot another grouse, scare every moose within 5 miles off. We figured we'd have something good for lunch. Do you remember the strawberry tarts that you brought and the apple ones? Well, he'd already ate all the apple ones, so me and Joe split one of the strawberry tarts for lunch. Needless to say, that night when we came back and I saw from a distance about a mile away that there was a light in camp already, I was a happy man and a hungry man. Wednesday morning we get up, we go back in there where we'd heard the bull. A huge cutover, so we sat there and called a little bit.
Seen the cow going in.
Yeah, seen a big cow going in. She was actually laying down, and we watched her for a little while, and her whole back was covered with frost. It was pretty neat to see. So we watched her a while, hoping the bull would be with her. But, so then we go on to that swampy area and call. Don't do any good. We leave there, we go do some more scouting, and we get to a real beautiful spot around this lake at a plantation, and our head guide, he makes 2 or 3 calls and tells us to get ready. And I'm sitting here with the gun, Joe's got the camera, and we're ready for him to call again, and look over there and he's asleep. So, you know, that went that. But anyway, yeah, he got him a hornet's nest and ended up throwing it away. But we saw 2 or 3 more cows that day. I know we saw a cow at the swamp area, and then a cow when it was right after we left it and it was real dark.
It's like a bull too on the new road.
That's right, the new road. We saw a small bull, even a little smaller than the first one. So Thursday, or Dwayne comes back in. Thank God he gets. We get to camp that night. Dwayne's already back in and got supper almost finished. Rice and green beans mixed. I think we had some more partridge, didn't we, Joe?
You had partridge. I had grouse.
Anyway, and during all these days, you know, this is not counting every few minutes Tom jumping out of the truck shooting a grouse or a partridge.
And let's emphasize
Tom shooting, yeah, Tom shooting the grouse.
Gun,
Tom's bullets.
Tom's bullets, and he wouldn't share.
That's right. And he did shoot a woodcock, and he could have shot another one if I hadn't scared it off. And that would have been 2 more bites of food if he could have shot that other woodcock that weighs about 3 ounces. Thursday morning, Dwayne was back hunting with us again. Remember, first thing we did was rode down that road where we saw the new road where we saw the young bull that saw 2 cows and a calf. The same road, and we've already seen moose on this road. It's just a little short half-mile stretch. Yeah, rode to some different areas and went up just one road. Joe spotted a cow laying down at the bottom of a cut over. Big cow too. And we saw another one jump up and run earlier, but we couldn't tell if it was cow, bull, or what.
Yeah. Thursday is when I got to shoot my one and only bird out of the $80 license.
$80 small game license. And Tom finally relinquished the gun to you for one bird. I watched him. He was sitting there gritting his teeth the whole time, shaking his head, saying, "Fly, bird, fly, fly." Anyway, so Thursday we get back.
Week was getting pretty thin.
Yeah. You got 2 more days, and we got
actually a day and a half.
Yeah, that's right. It was a day and a half, and we got 1,400 miles to drive, and be back on Sunday. And this is Thursday night, so we was getting a little concerned. So Friday morning we wake up at our normal 5 o'clock. We get up at 5:30, and it's raining and the wind's blowing, so we lay there 15 extra minutes.
Well, Tom was supposed to get us up.
Yeah, Tom's always awake. He's always awake, so just tell him what time, and he's gonna be awake. 5:30 when I looked at my clock, and Tom was snoring so loud, and it was raining so hard, I decided, well, sleep a few more minutes. So anyway, we get up. Dwayne fixes us some Egg McMuffins. By the way, outstanding. Get in the truck, head out to check out some areas, and we decide, first thing, let's ride down the new cut road where we'd seen the little small bull and the 2 cows and calf.
But at this point, any legal bull was fair game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we was looking for a little bit of bone sticking out of one's head, and that's all that's gonna matter. So like I say, the road's half mile long. We drive about 1/4 of a mile, bull standing in the middle of the road.
It's not a bull. I mean, it's not a... Yeah, bigger bull behind him, Rick. Bigger bull behind him. Get up, get up.
Now these roads are not, this is all private land, so these are logging roads, are not state maintained roads, so you can legally shoot off any road. You can't shoot out of the vehicle, but you can shoot off the road. So I hop out, Joe gets out behind me with the camera, I bolt the bullet in, put it on the bull's shoulder, and look to my right, up in the edge of the woods, just about ready to step out with this bull, is one about 50 inches with huge palms. And as I spin my rifle around, all I can see is his nose and part of his antlers. And all he has to do is take a step because of a tree. Instead of taking that step, I see him spin his head and he's gone. So it's in a curve, so I can't tell if he's gone. So I start running down the road. Watching this bull standing in the road at the same time, looking for the bigger bull. Keep looking, keep running, nowhere to be seen, and then all of a sudden this smaller bull takes off. That's when I shoot him in the right in front of the hump where Tom told me to. Dropped him in his tracks. 34-inch bull, tickled to death. Love to have the bigger one. So in the video you'll see how we loaded that thing on a trailer. It's pretty neat. You don't manhandle them. 800-pound critter. It's you don't just pick it up and toss it around. So we go back to camp, get the trailer, the four-wheeler, load the moose, break camp, and leaving, going to town to skin the moose out and see 2 more bulls, bigger bulls than I killed. So Friday the 12th, last day, I shot the smallest bull of the 4 we seen. Just the way that luck had it, but at least I'm not eating tag soup. Took the moose into town, had to carry it by a little trading post type store, check it in. I took it to the sample, measured the horns, got out the paperwork for that. They normally weigh it. We had it wedged in beside the four-wheeler and asked them if they had to. The guy didn't really care, so they didn't have to weigh it. But they all estimated it with live weight was right at 800 pounds. So it was close enough for me. Yeah, we get the moose into town. Thank goodness Calvin, Dwayne's brother, owns a garage. And he was kind enough to let us use his facilities and help us. So we just backed the moose up in the garage on the trailer. He has a huge chain hoist, lifted it up, skinned it out, quartered it up, put it on the trailer. Just it saved us 2 or 3 hours worth of labor, just being able to use his facility. So we really appreciate Calvin doing that. Get it packed up and take it over to Dwayne's and I'll go eat some lunch. Go back to Dwayne's and load up. This was we leave Dwayne's house a few minutes after 4 on October 12th. And we dropped Tom off in Livermore Falls, Maine about 6:30. And now it is 10:20 a.m. on the 13th. And we have been driving ever since, except for 2 hours. We slept in Hamburg, Pennsylvania's Cabela's parking lot this morning. So needless to say, we're tired, sleepy. But when we get home, we got a lot of work. But trip I'll never forget. Thank you, Tom.
I want to expound a little bit on the Tom Randall
Grouse hog?
Partridge guide service.
Partridge
guide service.
Okay.
Most excellent bird guide service you ever seen. He will feed you the best Pop-Tarts you ever eat. The grainiest coffee. It was awesome. I mean, it's Starbucks ought to start serving it. You can chew it.
Yeah. You didn't have to drink it. You could take it with you. I used some of it for a dip one morning.
Use it for a dip. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
He showed us how to take a nap
while you hunt.
He honestly mashed one button, and I guess that was just overexerted him.
It's tired.
So he had to sleep for 10 minutes.
Did you notice that every moose we seen was on this side of the truck, and he was sitting over there?
Yeah.
Never seen any on the right side, because every time I look over, he's asleep.
Yeah.
So we was actually hunting one way.
Well, that and
we saw 19. So if he'd been looking, we'd have probably saw 38.
It'd have doubled it.
Yeah, we saw 38 moose.
And every spot he would tell us was no good.
Yeah.
They was signed everywhere.
Yeah. Moose everywhere.
Moose everywhere.
The grouse expert he is too. You remember? I think it was Thursday morning. Wind howling, blowing everywhere, and we started out the road from camp, and so I thought that was a bird. No, I don't see any bird today. Too windy. And then we go 100 yards, and there's two.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a full service guide service. He will take you. He'll show you the bird.
Yeah.
He'll get out. He'll show you how to stalk it. He'll shoot the bird.
Yeah.
And then show you how to skin it.
Yeah.
While you're sitting in the truck. I mean, you can't get no better guide service than
and
that.
then I have to say, he will clean it and eat it for you.
Yes, he will. He will, and tell you
and
how
let,
good it is.
and let Dwayne cook it, and he'll eat it for you.
That is the ultimate bird guide
yeah.
service. I mean,
I
really.
mean, and he's 100% successful.
Yep, 100%. How many birds did we see him shoot this week?
Well, the first one,
Oh yeah,
you know, the one sitting still,
about that.
the one
Yeah.
sitting still on the white line of the road.
Yeah.
I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was a bad shell or a bad bullet, something wrong.
Right,
Yeah.
he said he had used a slug on that one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But I have to say, the $80 I spent on my small game license
Uh-huh.
was well worth it. And I have a great memento to bring back the one shell that he gave me all week. I will cherish this shell for the rest of my life because
We'll reload that before we come back.
this is my whole Maine hunting experience. But I can say I've hunted in Maine.
That's right. That's right.
I'm going to make a necklace out of it. But one thing he will do is him and Dwayne, if they're together, they're like grumpy old men.
The movie Grumpier Old Men.
Yep. Bicker.
Did they agree on anything this week?
No, not on one
I
thing.
think the only thing they agreed on was they agreed to disagree.
Yeah. Dwayne couldn't answer a question straight.
Dwayne, I guess when you live in Jackman, there's two words you don't learn. You don't learn yes, you don't learn no.
No. Like, Tom's asked Dwayne if he put toilet paper in the truck. Well, I put it in my truck. I've got toilet paper in my truck. Well, that's not what I asked. I asked, did you put toilet paper in the truck? Well, I bought toilet paper.
Sunday night, I would have bet money before Friday there would have been a big fight between them two. Oh,
But
Lord.
it was fun. We had a good time. Got to eat a lot of Tom's birds that he shot.
Yeah. You know, I got to get them teeth fixed when I get back, where I chipped a lot of them on those pellets that was all in those breasts too.
Yeah. He claimed they were all headshots.
Yeah. A lot of steel in my teeth.
Feathers get caught in your throat. But it was fun.
I hope you two guys enjoyed it half as much as we did. That's all I got to say.